Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we'll be discussing the NBA slate for tonight on January 11th, 2024. We have a 4-game NBA slate tonight that starts at 6:30, and without further ado, let's get started. So if we look at tonight, it looks like Luka Doncic is ruled out. Anthony Davis is questionable. LeBron James is questionable. They've been questionable for a while now, but they've been playing through their injuries. Horford is out tonight for the Celtics. DeAndre Ayton is questionable, but he is more on the doubtful side. Yep, more on the doubtful side. Dante Exum is still out with injury. Derek Lively is also doubtful for tonight. So the Mavericks are dealing with a bunch of injuries. Hachimura for the Lakers is doubtful still, and he's been out for a while. Jabari Walker, he missed his last game and is questionable tonight. If he is out, that puts a dampener on the forward and center depth for the Trailblazers. As they're already without Moses Brown, Cam Reddish is questionable for the Lakers. Other than that, Grant Williams for Dallas is questionable, and Jay Crowder is still out. Okay. With that being said, let's get to our first game, Boston and Milwaukee. This is going to be a great game, hopefully, tonight. As a Bucks fan, this is an interesting matchup with Drew returning to Milwaukee for the first time against them. With Horford being out, I think Giannis still has his way in the paint. They have Porzingis to guard him, but he's still going to get his way with Boston. It's pretty much Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. They've been playing great lately. Porzingis, adding in here there, Derek White. I think these prices are a little too high. If you wanted to stack a couple of people. If I'm looking specifically, I'd probably say Tatum. He's been playing insanely well, 30 in his last 4 games at least, and climbing. For his price, I think he can do more with it than Brown or Porzingis. Holiday is an interesting play tonight because the Bucks have struggled against point guards, and he hasn't had as much usage this year. He's not taking as many shots. He's not involved as much. He's been primarily just used for defense and such, but he has breakout games. And I think tonight they're going to give him the opportunity to make an impact on the game. Other than that, there really isn't anyone. Peyton Pritchard at 5K. His minutes are so inconsistent, it's hard to tell. So I would say Jason Tatum, Drew Holiday, and then Jaylen would be my top 3. For Milwaukee, we have Giannis at 12,000, which is very expensive. I personally don't know if I can play him at that price, but he has been doing very well lately. 270, 2 mid-70s, and 80. He's at 60 in 6 out of his last 7, I believe. I mean, he's just crushing. Then again, at 12K, that's a high price to pay for him. Lillard at 85, his price keeps going down. I mean, I feel like in a game atmosphere like this, it's just kind of a tournament lock. He just hasn't been playing great. 1 for 8 from the 3, 1 for 6, 2 for 8, 1 for 9, 2 for 6. His shot just hasn't been going down, and I think that's been a key thing that the Bucks have missed in their scoring. Barely lost to Houston, barely lost to San Antonio. They beat San Antonio. Indiana, they lost twice in a row. And they lost to the Jazz last night without him, or 2 nights ago. So Lillard at 85 I'd like tonight. Lopez 62. He's playing minutes. I mean, I think if you're going to game stack this game or try and game stack it, I don't hate him. 78 for Chris is way too much, I think. I mean, he has been doing good, 23, 8, 3. I mean, if he's going to put up 20 points, 6 and 6, you know, I think if he was more like 7 flat, I would hit his name. But other than that, I'm not really touching anyone from Milwaukee. I would say it's probably just Dame, maybe Brook Lopez at 62, and then Giannis at 12. Okay. Our next game is Portland and OKC. Portland has been dealing with some injuries lately that have allowed them to struggle against teams more often than they have been. They've been pretty competitive this season in most of their games, but with the injuries that they've had, the last 5 to 10 games haven't been great. With that being said, DeAndre Ayton has a Q tag, but is listed as questionable tonight, but is more on the doubtful side. Jawai Walker, questionable again. Moses Brown is out. And yeah, the only centers they have is Baji and Reith. If they were going to play small, I guess they could choose to put Jeremy Grant there, but I think this game will be interesting. I think it'll be back and forth more than people are thinking, and I think it goes closer under-owned. Jeremy Grant is 68 against his former team. He did play for the Thunder, I'm pretty sure. 6,800, double digit, or 21, 27 points, 18. I wish he was more involved, in rebounds and assists and such like that. But for 68, I don't hate it specifically since he's a scorer. Reith, if he's gonna play the minutes, I wish they'd play him. Because if you go to Baji, he played 27 minutes last time. So, I mean, I think Baji is probably going to get the starts, and Reith will come off the bench, but it'll be, I'm not sure what's going to happen. So, anyways, I like Simons at 74. Sharp, is he playing minutes now again? Or is he still on a minutes limit? 40, 22. He's producing in the minutes that he is playing. I don't hate him at 54 as a tournament play. Scoot. I think last game they just kind of spread out the minutes. I think Sharp is going to get closer to 30 today. Brogdon, how many minutes did you have that? Yeah. Brogdon's minutes have been going down, so I don't think Brogdon's going to be starting. I think Sharp, Grant, Simons are the people I'd be looking at for Portland. If you go to OKC, Shea at 10-4. I love him tonight. He's been balling lately. He didn't get to 30 points last night, unfortunately. 28, but still good, solid game. Chet played great. Solid game again. Jalen Williams surprised me last night, actually, with 12 assists. So, I mean, maybe he's turning more into that point role with Giddy off the floor when they take him out for defense. Yeah. Yeah, I like Portland tonight a lot. I like OKC a lot. Game stack this, I think, would be an interesting play. I don't think the field's going to do that. I think the field's going to go towards Dallas, New York, since Dallas has a bunch of people out tonight. But yeah, I would say Shea, Jalen, Chet would be my top 3 out of that list. Next, we'll go to New York and Dallas. New York, they are not dealing with any injuries right now. Randall and Brunson at the top, Hartenstein and Anunoby. They're gonna get the minutes every game. I like Hartenstein tonight, 65. They had the blowout win and still played 28 minutes, and his price has slowly been going up. The rebounds is what's attractive, as well as his block and steal upside. He has 4 stocks, 6 stocks, 4 stocks, 5, 6. If he can get 5 block steals each game, that's 10 fantasy points. So he is one I'm looking at tonight as well. Quentin Grimes, 42. I'm not necessarily going to choose him tonight, but I'm just looking at him. Yeah. His price has gone up, but that's just because he's been playing better. Or he's actually been scoring better now. I would say Brunson and Randall and Hartenstein are the people, but I would say Hartenstein 1, Randall 2, Brunson 3. If we look at the Dallas side, Doncic and Exum are out. Lively is doubtful. Grant Williams is questionable. But hasn't really been playing much lately. They've kind of benched him. Kyrie, number 1. I don't think the Knicks have anyone that can really defend him, to be honest. Hardaway at 53, I think, is a good play. Derrick Jones Jr. And then maybe Hardy. But other than that, I don't think I'm looking at anyone on here. That's interesting. Oh, he's doubtful. Okay. If Lively's out, I'm just looking in case. Yeah, Powell's been playing at the center position. Looks like they've been going small, which they're going to need to be tall tonight. So I would think they're going to use a rotation of Powell and Holmes, because unless they put Grant Williams at the 5, I don't know. I don't see this going well for them. That's something to look into, I guess, for Dallas for the center position or power forward. Okay, but yeah, Dallas, I like Kyrie, Tim Hardaway, Derrick Jones Jr. Last game of the night, Phoenix, Los Angeles. Start off with the Suns. They look to be healthy now. Durant, 9,600. I like the price for him a little less than Booker. Booker had been priced like 93, now he's around 8-9, which is a little easier to stomach. And the Lakers struggle against guards, so I don't hate Booker tonight. I think he will go under-owned. Durant is fine at 9-6. Eric Gordon, Grayson Allen filling in. Other than that, I would say Booker, Durant, and then Gordon for my third one if I'm choosing one. But other than that, there really isn't anything I like from this game. For the Lakers, Davis at 10-3, I like him. They really don't have anyone to guard LeBron, so I wouldn't mind LeBron either. Yeah, that's about it for the Lakers. Yeah, this game, it's the late game. People aren't probably gonna play it, which is probably why people should flock more towards it. I think most people are gonna play the Nick Dallas game or Boston Milwaukee game, and I think Portland OKC has some sneaky upside. Um, yeah, thank you for watching. I will be putting my cash game or cash and GPP player pools in um, my Patreon, which it will be linked in the video description. So hopefully to see you guys there and have a wonderful day.